Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're cutting through the noise today, really bringing you essential insights, custom tailored just for you.
That's right.
Our focus is this ancient world, the Zelandonii, a really complex prehistoric people.
Yeah.
And the upheaval caused when this traveler, Ayla, shows up. She brings technology, ideas, things they just couldn't grasp.
Absolutely. We're diving into a stack of source material that gives us an incredibly detailed picture.
Yeah.
Upper Paleolithic life.
Right.
Our mission here is to pull out the key stuff, their sophisticated material culture, highly ritualized social structures, their core beliefs.
Then the tension.
Oh, the narrative tension is fantastic. You're watching this rigid, established society just grapple with radical new knowledge from an outsider.
Okay, so let's unpack that paradox then.
Yeah.
Because they sound so advanced in one-way complex cave settlements, formal meetings, rituals.
Highly ritualized, yes.
But then completely unprepared for what seem like basic tech advancements. It's just the ultimate culture clash, isn't it?
It really is.
So when most people hear prehistoric, they probably picture, I don't know, rough tools, minimal comfort. But the Zelandonii, they seem much more refined. From your research, what part of their engineering or tools really stood out? What surprised you?
For me, it has to be their grasp of applied physics, especially in their specialized tools.
Like what?
Take the shaft straighteners. This isn't just some rock they found. It's a dedicated tool, often carved red deer antler,
Okay.
and it has this very specific, precisely placed hole. It's designed purely for leverage.
Right.
Straightening spear shafts, bending wood for tongs, maybe even snowshoes. It shows a real working knowledge of materials, of physics.
And they seem to recognize game-changing tech instantly. The Firestone, for example.
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. For centuries, they had to carefully carry fire, glowing embers wrapped in moss or grass. Constant effort.
Right, keep it going.
Then Ayla introduces iron pyrite and flint. A striker. Instant fire.
Wow.
It's so efficient, it immediately causes a problem, a societal one. The spiritual leaders, the Zelandonii, they immediately start debating whether to restrict it.
Restrict fire making.
Yes, for ceremonial use only. It's maybe too potent, too easy. It could cheapen the whole sacred idea of creating fire.
Wait a minute. If it's that good, wouldn't restricting it be dangerous? I mean, that feels like putting ritual above practicality, above survival even?
Well, perhaps. But you have to understand, stability often relies on ritual, and fire was ritual. The Zelandonii knew that controlling access to powerful knowledge helps maintain social order. If fire, this life source, becomes instant, well, maybe it loses some sanctity. And maybe those who control the old ways lose authority.
That's incredible. Okay, so their home life seems just as sophisticated.
Yeah.
They didn't just live in caves.
No, they engineered them, definitely. Their permanent dwellings had surprisingly sophisticated internal designs, like fitted limestone flat stones for paving floors.
Paved floors?
Yeah, paved floors covered with woven grass mats, thick fur rugs, and crucially, privacy was important.
How did they manage that in a cave?
They built internal walls, wood and leather panels, sometimes even translucent screens made from gut, maybe, connected by these hollow bison horn rings, all designed to define private spaces.
That's amazing detail. And lighting, not just firelight.
No, quite advanced. They used stone lamps, fueled by melted tallow rendered animal fat.
Right.
Some were beautifully carved, real works of art, others rougher, quicker. But many had multiple wicks, sometimes 3, for consistent, strong light.
Okay. Paved floors, privacy screens, multi-wick lamps. This is not the standard picture at all.
Not at all. And their cooking reflects this precision, too. Specialized methods.
Go on.
We see things like notched upright stones used to skewer meat, hold it perfectly over hot coals.
Clever.
And boiling water. No metal pots, obviously. So they'd use hot stones handled carefully with wooden tongs.
Right.
And drop them into tightly woven watertight baskets, or even wooden bowls for tea, broth, that sort of thing.
That detail with the tongs and baskets, it just paints such a vivid picture. Now let's talk fermentation. Jondalar's mother, quite respected, she makes this fruit wine.
Yes, and she has a secret technique, apparently. It stops it going sour. It's a high-quality craft.
And this contrasts with other drinks.
Sharply.
Yeah.
We hear about Larimar's Barma. It sounds like a potent grain or sap drink. Gets you drunk fast.
Yeah.
And it's often linked to irresponsibility, social problems. So you have this clear contrast, Marthona's careful craft versus this volatile Barma. It really marks a social line, doesn't it, between responsible custom and, well, getting wasted.
That level of material detail, it just has to be underpinned by some pretty intense social organization. How does that precision show up in their social structures?
Oh, it's everywhere. The Zelandonii social world is all about lineage and specific titles. Formal introductions are key.
How so?
They're lengthy and absolutely required. You immediately state the mother's ties, daughter of Jamara, mother of Jeharan, and titles confirm status instantly. Leader, trade master, blessed of Doni, it's all laid out.
It sounds almost like a historical bureaucracy. Even their settlements have these histories. The caves are numbered 9th, 3rd, 11th.
Right, and they track the history. Like when Second Cave split off and became Seventh Cave, it's all about maintaining that historical connection, that lineage, that status.
Fascinating. So even big life decisions aren't purely personal.
Definitely not mating decisions. Marthona makes it clear they're subject to family and community approval. Jondalar, even with his status, he still talks about wanting his mother to, quote, slip that thong over our wrists and tie the knot.
So the family unit holds the ultimate authority there.
It seems so. And governing all of this, you have the spiritual authority, the Zelandonii, the ones who serve the mother.
Okay, tell us about them.
They hold both spiritual and medicinal authority. It's combined. They're led by the first, called the Zelandonii.
Is it hierarchical?
Very. Strict ranks. You start as a novice, then acolyte, eventually Zelandonii, and that's for life. They are the keepers of knowledge.
What kind of knowledge?
Crucially, the mother song. This is their oral history, their spiritual guide, their moral code. It dictates their history, maintains the stability of their world. They also control access to sacred sites.
Like?
Fountain Rocks is the big one. They see it as the entrance to the mother's womb. There's apparently a natural figure on the wall there, enhanced with color. Very sacred.
And this spiritual intensity, it carries on even after death.
Oh, absolutely. The rituals around death are incredibly detailed. After someone dies, say, from a trampling, like Chevanar, there's a formal preparation, ritual washing, dressing the body in ceremonial clothes.
Okay.
But then it gets really interesting. This is where their belief system directly interacts with, well, protecting the living.
Ow.
During the burial rites, they use powdered red ochre. Old red, they call it, color of life, blood.
Makes sense.
And crucially, they use these carved or painted symbols called obelens. They're specific to the dead person's cave. They put these on burial posts to make a kind of fence around the grave.
A fence? Wow.
An exorcistic fence.
Wow. To keep what out or in?
To keep the spirit in. Or rather, to stop it crossing back over the boundary. The belief seems to be that the lingering spirit might try to come back and, well, steal a body, take over someone else.
That is profound and, frankly, a bit terrifying. It shows such a specific belief about the boundary between life and death.
It really does. And this deep spiritual belief, it's immediately challenged by Ayla.
How?
Her theory of conception, that the physical act, the coupling, is what actually starts life, not just some blending of spirits, which seems to be the Zelandonii belief.
Ah, right. That would be disruptive.
Hugely. The Zelandonii women, their sense of purpose is deeply tied to bringing forth life. Ayla's insight throws up this massive existential question, especially for the men. If coupling starts life, what's a man's essential purpose? If he's not the sole spiritual or physical originator.
Okay, now we really hit the conflict head on. Ayla isn't just bringing new tools, she embodies disruption. And she's tied to the clan who the Zelandonii despise. Let's start with her communication skills. They're unusual, right?
Very unusual. Because she was raised partly by the clan, she learned their language signs, gestures, body language. They couldn't make all the spoken sounds the others, like the Zelandonii, used.
So she's fluent in nonverbal cues.
More than fluent. It gave her this almost unnerving ability to read the unconscious body language of people who primarily use spoken words.
Unconscious cues.
Yeah. Things people don't even know they're signaling. She gets this immediate, sometimes unsettling insight into hidden feelings. She can see Marthona's reserved judgment, for instance, even when Marthona's words are polite.
Wow. That's a kind of superpower.
Yeah.
Yet despite that, she's targeted because of the clan connection.
Instantly, there's this deep-seated, widespread Zelandonii prejudice against the clan. They call them flatheads, treat them like animals, not people.
Even though the clan had skills like healing.
Exactly. Yeah. Even with evidence of clan sophistication, the prejudice persists. And it creates this intense social stigma for anyone with mixed spirits, clan, and other heritage.
We see examples of that.
Oh, yeah. Brookval, he's tormented by jokes because his grandmother was half-clan. And then there's outright cruelty. Morona pulls this vindictive prank, dressing Ayla in ridiculous clothes, including a boy's initiation belt, just to make her look foolish, outlandish, to emphasize her otherness.
And that otherness is amplified by her companions, the animals.
Tenfold. The Zelandonii find Wolf, Winnie, and Racer completely bewildering. Strange and frightening, the sources say.
Why frightening?
They're a hunting culture. Animals run away or you kill them. The idea of friendly animals, animals you train for riding, for carrying things with pole drags, for companionship, it's alien.
It fundamentally challenges their view of the natural world.
Completely, but the utility is undeniable. Ayla offers the horses for fast transport, for communication.
So they have to adapt.
They're forced to. They suddenly need new solutions, like building enclosures, surrounds, just to protect these domesticated horses from their own hunters. It's immediate practical adaptation forced by this outside element.
Okay, finally, her healing knowledge. That causes friction, too.
Big friction. It directly challenges the authority of the Zelandonii, the established healers. Her skills are effective treating horrific bison-goring injuries, spotting internal trauma, even recognizing malnutrition in a baby.
But they don't trust it.
It's deemed suspicious because it came from the clan. Efficacy versus origin. It's a major theme.
And the baby, Lorala.
Ayla identifies severe malnutrition, likely due to the mother's neglect, maybe related to that Burma drink we mentioned.
So Ayla intervenes.
She does, and it saves the child's life.
Yeah.
But her knowledge, even though it worked, is still seen as problematic, foreign. However, the social pressure of her intervention forces a community solution. The nursing mothers agree to cooperatively nurse the baby. So in that case, necessity did manage to nudge past prejudice, at least temporarily.
It's just fascinating, isn't it? Every single advancement Ayla brings, the sewing needle, the firestone, domestication, healing techniques, every single one has to fight this immense uphill battle.
Against entrenched beliefs, against prejudice, against the way things have always been done.
It's like her knowledge itself is contaminated by its source in their eyes. #outro.
Exactly. So what we've seen is this society of, frankly, remarkable material and social sophistication, governed by these deeply held spiritual beliefs, this powerful oral tradition, but also wrestling with profound cultural anxieties, especially about change, about outsiders. Their stability is, in a way, their biggest weakness when faced with the new.
Yeah, it's really striking how much new stuff Ayla brings.
Yeah.
All this disruptive information, a better tool, a trained horse, a whole new idea about where life comes from.
And how it all just bumps up against their established narratives, against the mother song that dictates their whole world.
Yeah.
The Zelandonii of millennia, of accepted history, accepted beliefs, everything fits together. Then one person arrives and starts pulling out threads.
So for you, the listener, maybe the provocative thought to leave you with is this tension. Belief versus observable reality. How quickly can a society, even when so structured, so sure of itself, shift its fundamental worldview when it's confronted with undeniable evidence, whether that's just a more efficient spear thrower or a completely new logical explanation for the beginning of life itself? How much evidence does it take?